So, what was your name?
Roberta.
Roberta.
Nice to meet you.
Officially. So, Roberta happens to work with S-Tech a lot, and what else?
Flexi Shield.
Flexi Shield.
Yeah.
So, you've been working with that about 2 years, correct? Are you going to help her? You can. Yeah, come on, let's go. You don't want to hold it?
I'm the installer.
All right, so you want to help her? Yeah, sure. Hold it. So you're going to hold one side, she's going to hold the other. We're going to take this off, and obviously, please get rid of it. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I feel like I don't even want to say anything, and I just kind of want to watch.
Yeah, can you? Great, yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I want to see
So
what
that's
you
your
guys
tack,
do.
though. Just remember the red.
So,
Yeah.
the gel, though.
The only thing with the gel, because we haven't used gel,
Yeah.
let's pull this off. We're going to be using instant gel, actually, today. I ended up bringing a bottle. We're going to use that in the recess.
Okay.
And in this little recess. So if anything, I want you to clean your panel first, then throw your slip, and then I want you to put that gel in those areas.
Okay. Just with my hand, or?
No, just with the spray. So right now she's making sure that there's no dust, no dirt, no contaminants, nothing on the panel.
Going down past here?
You can. It's more up to you. If you feel like you get enough time on this, it's okay. So if anybody has not done this before, this is a wet install. What I mean by when I say slip, it actually has a little bit of baby shampoo in it. Yeah, so I would throw that. Yep.
More?
No, you don't need a lot. And then right on there. Yep. And I would give it a little bit more in there. Yeah. Yep. Perfect.
Alrighty.
And now use your slip. Oh, that's tap. Sorry.
Tack's on the left.
Gotcha. It's also like you're at a show and like you get a little adrenaline going.
I usually have my different colors.
I know, so do I. So that one's red. I differentiate it just by looking at that label on the other side, but if it's flipped around, it's green. Now, because you don't have a field board or anything, take your actual slip, and I want you to spray it on the backer as well as the front. I wasn't sure if you actually did that yet. That's just going to reduce dust and dirt contamination coming from other places, especially when we have a little carpet underneath it. Doesn't really make it that much easier. Nice.
Oh, you can work on.
No, this is great. So you do you use a peel board at all?
Not usually. So what I usually do
I like this. This is cool. Hold on. So I want you to see what she's doing. She's actually holding the material with her hand up in the air. She's actually making it so that she doesn't need a peel board. Also, I give you a lot of credit. Do you always like put your hair up when you're working? Or never really have an issue? You shimmy in the mist? So, yeah. So notice how she didn't do the whole bottom part. She doesn't need to right away. She can actually peel that out and spray it as she goes as well. Just want to make sure. She's using slip on the actual face, so that way she reduces the surface tension. Everybody come in. You're all good. Everybody come closer. You're totally fine. You can see it better. But she's using her slip solution to be able to actually maneuver that film and be able to glide with her squeegee. So anytime you guys have that backer on the floor, you really want to make sure that you don't leave it on the floor. It becomes an ice skating rink, and it's not a fun one. So now, because you have that, the gel in these areas, what I want you to do is use your hand a little bit, and you don't have to push too hard. What you kind of want to do is just bring this over to a point where you can hold it.
Okay.
You can also keep your flat. You can start on that. Don't worry about this.
No, the bubble?
Yeah, not yet.
Okay.
Start right here, flat. Yep. Come across. There you go. And that lays right down into that top recess. But the main reason is because of that Insta-Gel. The Insta-Gel, the gel really makes a bond in those areas because it's essentially making it float in that area, and once you get rid of it, it's going to stick.
So do you recommend you don't need to use tack in those at all? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, maybe on your edge or corner or something, if that makes sense. I fully understand the reason for that. But like, look at this. This all held.
It's already down.
And you haven't even done anything. Which is great. It's good to see. So no, you're totally fine. The problem with the fender is that certain angles work in the beginning and certain don't. Nice. And that was crazy. She had an actual air bubble right here, which normally would leave almost like a little bit of like a line or a little mark or whatever. But because of one, the solution is correct, and two, because they had gel in that area, it allowed that to literally just be pushed out. That is a really good. Yeah, definitely flush it. Yeah, this is where we would really love for this to be warm water. The hard part about this is that unfortunately at SEMA, I have so much stuff I can bring, so that big bottle does not fit in my bag. Oh, really? Well, actually, at home, I use a sous vide. And it works amazing because the sous vide essentially warms up my water as well as my bottles. I'll literally hook it onto a bucket and then put my bottles in that bucket, and it maintains it at 130 degrees the entire time I'm working.
That's so smart.
Yeah, it's so awesome. I had a friend teach me that one, and after that, he's actually on Hawaii. You might see him online. You should totally follow them. They do a lot of expel, but they're zero reps, XD. Yeah, same. Yeah, so right now, I would just cut this like right about here. So I'm going to snap you a new blade. I was going to say, I think I put away my blade snapper. Very good, very good. Let me just get rid of that. Sorry. I don't need to cut this out. Not this early.
Not day one.
And so, by cutting that so that way it's only about a quarter inch from the edge, that's going to make it so that you can actually wrap it around that edge. Now, when you're doing that, she's also using her tack solution so that it sticks and it bonds. When we're using that tack solution, we're going to make sure we flush the area. Now, in my shop or in her shop, I'm sure that when you're doing this, you would actually leave some of those edges. Don't have lunch. It's 12 o'clock. It's okay. You want that to dry out because you can come back with the wrap glove Ghost, which glides better because it actually is a Teflon glove. So it glides on the surface with zero surface tension. So when this is all dry, you can quite literally come in and just push it down. Like I know you were doing this. I didn't want to push hard on that. Yeah. So overall, what's your thought process on this? What do you think?
I like how the water flows under it.
Yeah.
So like it comes out really easily. I don't see like many little tack lines, which is nice
Yeah.
because I left it a couple times. It goes down nice.
Now, when you use a slip solution, you can use a little like dropper, like to be able to measure. Yeah, to be able to measure your slip.
No, it has to do just like little
Okay.
eye it.
So this is something that's very normal in the industry. If you guys do DPF on a regular basis and you're going from film to film, especially with all these now colored DPFs, it's a little bit hard because now you're like, well, this one doesn't really work well with that. Well, my one pump is maybe one is half.
Yeah.
So when you use it, it's 5 milliliters and it's in a syringe. And what happens is it allows you to be able to say precisely, I want 2 milliliters.
Okay.
And it allows you to be more precise with your measurements because essentially this is chemistry.
Right.
You need to be able to work with it not too fast, but sometimes you need the time. So you might go with a solution on like a larger fluid, like an F250 or an F150, this over here in the middle,
Yeah.
and then have your regular solution on the sides, and your tack in the corners,
Yep.
and get that nice stretch, and you will be like amazed as to how much more easier it is to go down.
That makes sense.
And then the gel in those recesses.
Yeah, that was really good here.
Yeah.
Because usually that's a problem. Or
Yeah.
even in here.
Yeah. Then again, like if you want, like take a picture of this. They have even
yeah.
a QR code too. They just came out with this, and they had sent me a bottle, and I was like, you know what, I'm bringing it to SEMA.
Yeah, that's
It's such a
smart.
perfect time to be able to use it. But all right, I'm gonna cut the video.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Oh wait, 1 second. Do you have an Instagram?
Yes, I do.
Okay, say where your Instagram
Okay,
is.
my Instagram is Lux Custom Autos.
Awesome. Make sure you guys follow her.